Alright guys, today we got the Maxx here. This is the 4S, Traxxas Maxx. And I got the lighting kit with this. If you want to install a lighting kit, you're on a good video. You can find this on Amazon. Alright. And if you open up this kit, you will get a little manual inside. It has all the instructions. I'll tell you step by step. It's plug and play. Alright, so pretty much if you look in the back, I'll give you a routing, how the wires will go, and it's pretty much everything is already assembled for you. And you plug the little control unit into the ESC. So I don't need this because I already read it. But inside, you'll get the front bumper, back bumper with LEDs, and the little module right here. And you can select the mode. So, and if you lift this up, right underneath, you'll get all the harness and everything. So let's get this thing going. First, what we'll do is we'll remove the body of the Maxx. Right, lift the body out. All right, and my truck is dirty. It needs to be cleaned, but don't worry about it. Make sure you disconnect your battery or take out just remove the battery completely. Because when you plug this little guy into the ESC, you don't want to short circuit the ESC and damage it. All right, let's put that to the side. And all that dirt from the baseball field, don't worry about it. And what I'll do is I'll turn the truck over this way a little bit. And I'll use my little lift in the back to hold the truck into an angle if I can. All right, that should be good enough. All right, let me try to get it right here. Well, all right, we're gonna have to work just like that. All right. Alright guys, I used my rope to hold the truck back so we have a good angle here. So pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the front bumper, which has a bolt right here in the front of it. Alright, so turn my truck a little bit so you guys can see it's the two holes right in the front. One bolt comes out. Second bolt comes out. And the bumper should just come off just like that. Very easy. Alright, and let me see what we have in our kit for the front bumper. Alright, so this is the front bumper. Comes with a long cable. We'll stick the cable right through. Alright, and simply you're going to take this bumper and stick it into the little holes there. The bumper sits there nicely, alright? And it does not come with screws, so you got to reuse the old screws, alright? There you go. Got the front bumper in. Alright, so if you look at the manual here, just follow the wiring right through it and we'll zip tie it later once we're all done. Alright. Alright guys, we're going to do the same thing in the back. You got two screws in the back. And the back bumper should come off just like that. And we'll take the back bumper out of the kit. This one has two connectors, alright? They're color coded. This one is blue. Alright, when you plug this in, you're gonna go by these little colors right there, right? So this one is gonna simply stick in just like so, alright? And we're gonna take the two little screws. I'm going to put the screws in. There you go. And what we'll do is we'll turn the truck over a little bit. We'll bring the harness right through here, and we'll leave it right there, right? We're pretty much most of the way done, alright? Alright guys, next comes with the screw in a little bag. You have zip ties in there also. That'd be the last thing we do, alright? So what we're gonna do next is I am gonna face this little guy upward, alright? And the reason why I want to face this upward is because this side you have battery. If you don't want to damage anything, even this little guy, I didn't pay attention to it. It does point that way, alright? All the connectors will be facing on the inward, alright? But it's gonna be very difficult for you to put the connector in once you have this in there. So it's best you do it now, right? And what we'll do is, alright, so let me figure out which one goes where. According to this, we have 3 connectors, one from the front and 2 from the back. And let's see if this thing tells us what goes where. So far, okay, right here. So we're gonna put the white harness into A, alright? So this is the white one coming from the front. So we'll take that, stick that into A. And I'm talking about the white little color right there, right? And then into C, you're gonna put red, and blue goes into D. Alright, so what was that? D was blue, and C was red. So C is red. And D. Alright, so we're gonna take the blue one right here, plug it into D. You can even go by the colors here on the lettering. And that's it, alright? And we're ready to mount this little guy. I like to keep my wiring neat, so I'm gonna just hold it in a position that I want it in. And there we have it. And you're gonna take the 2 screws that I come with, and you're gonna stick one in there, tighten it a little bit. Alright, this is a different size, so let me go figure out the correct size for this. Alright guys, I went and got me a different size. This is number 2, alright? And I'll just swap that. That was my mistake. I didn't pay attention to that. But anyways, we're back in business. And there goes my screw. Alright, so let's get this little guy sitting properly first. I'll take my little bit. Alright, now I gotta go grab the second screw off the floor. Alright guys, this is waterproof, so you can go into water, no problem. There you go. Nice and firm. Alright, and now we have this big harness here, which is going to go into the ESC. Make sure your batteries are out disconnected, alright? Alright guys, we got pretty much most of the stuff in, and we need to zip tie this, reroute the cables really nice, but we had to plug this into the accessory port, which is on this side of this truck right here, guys. Let me bring my camera over so we can see better. This little tab right here, you're gonna take a needle nose and you're gonna pull this little guy, right? You might have to use something to push the other guy back, and this stuff should just come out easily, alright? There you go. If you have a needle nose, you can push this little guy back and that should give you enough clearance. And it looks nice and clean in there, but let me blow air in it. I'm gonna take my camera off. I'll blow air in there so all the dirt is out, so it is not caught behind the connector. All right, guys, I got the little guy clean. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this little guy with the notch right here facing this way. You're gonna simply just stick this in there, all right? And you're gonna push it really hard. If you need to use a needle nose, oh, I gotta pick up the tab because I want to save it just for future sake. And there you go. You should feel it click, and this thing is in. And now what we can do is I can bring my battery over, but let me clear out the table a little bit. And all right, guys, let's just finish out this little job. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take these zip ties. You can follow the instructions on the manual if you like, or you could just do it your way and strap tie all these wherever you like, however you like. Just try to follow the diagram on the booklet because I know it already, and make sure you don't put it next to a moving parts like the shaft or the servo pieces. All right, so let's just go according to this little booklet here, little manual here. So we put a strap right there, zip tie. We'll put one here, one there, all right? So that is looking like one right here. It's not enough clearance, but just gotta manage it. Imagine doing hundreds of these at the factory. Alright, just make it nice and neat. Nice and tight. Don't rip the cable either. We'll do one more back here. After this, I will be doing my MAXX. I'm sorry, my MAXX. Bought the same kit for it. And you can watch my next video on that. It's a small little strap ties. Alright, there we go. We got this little guy in there. Alright. And I'll just keep going further and further till it's at the end. And one thing I do want to do is I want to go above this cable here. And let me do some in the back here. So what I'll do here is, if we follow that diagram, there's a tie right there. We'll tie one right here. This is just to protect the wire from being caught in anything, and it has a good, clear, nice clearance for everything. And then we'll tie one right here. All right, so let me get another tie, strap tie. Alright guys, so be careful at this part because you know the body clip, it goes here, so try to aim this little guys to one side where they're not gonna interfere with the body and get damaged. Alright, so there we have it guys, and we could just follow along. At the end you can just do a loop and leave them in one little spot where they're not gonna get hurt with anything. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go from here. I'm going to try to take it under this connector here. We already have some little mount here. I'll try to go under this, and then I'll put this up above it. Alright, that's not going to be a good idea because this clip is just enough clearance for this little guy. Alright. But this is good enough guys. We only got like 2-3 more ties. What I'll do is I'll tie some here with this. There we have it. And then there's no room here. What we can do here is we can make a little loop here of these wires. And we can zip tie all of these right here together. Alright, and then we're pretty much complete. Try to put these cables away from the motor because the motor gets hot. There's just too many in there at the same place, but we gotta do what we gotta do, guys. And there I have it, guys. I'm pretty much all done. It's nice and neat. We got one tie left. We can probably put another one right here. So that's all the ties. Oop, there goes the tie. It flew off. Alright, there it is. And we're done, guys. What I'll do is I'll get a cutter and we'll just cut the ties so it's nice and neat. Just cut the extra little things off the ties. Be careful you don't catch the wire and cut it because they're very thin. They look like a tie. I did forget this little guy, but I'll manage that. I have to go pick up another tie. I have ties laying around in the shop. Alright, there we have it, guys. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to loop it around just like so. And I'm going to try to maneuver this somehow, some way. And I'll do that later on. And I'll take this little guy and put it somewhere, alright? Somewhere nice and neat. Alright, so moment of truth. Let me plug in my battery. And let's see if these lights do come on. Alright, let's leave it right there because I'm going to turn off my light here. I'm going to just let this sit here. Let me take off my little mechanism here. That helped me a lot. Alright. So, we'll use the buttons here. Oh, first we got to put on the ESC. I think my battery is dead. Alright, let me charge up my battery and we'll try again. Alright guys, I got my battery charged and installed. But anyways, use the functions here, just like so. You press it once, it comes on, then you have the high beam, and you can also control it from your controller if you have the Bluetooth controller, right? So there it is. And then it should be having the reverse lights and brake lights. Alright, so thank you guys. Subscribe and bye-bye. Watch the rest of my videos for the rest of the stuff. And we will see you on the next one.